Today, I'm going to attempt to transform this igloo into a livable house in Bloxburg. I've turned almost every imaginable thing in Bloxburg into a livable house, and when they released this igloo, I just knew I had to bring the series back. So let's try not to fail at this. Samira! Dude, she just pushed my mic off the freaking floor. What was that about? Tell me why when I play 99 Nights in the Forest, I do not hear or see from my cats, but as soon as I play Bloxburg, they want to be everywhere near me. Another way my cats annoy me is whenever I'm playing Fortnite. This is literally them every time I hop on. And speaking of Fortnite, y'all heard of like Epic Games? Wouldn't it be like so crazy if they reached out to me and were like, hey Alaska, let me sponsor one of your videos? Wouldn't that be crazy? Because like I'm obsessed with Fortnite. That would be pretty crazy. This video is sponsored by Epic Games. Fortnite just released Season 7 and they have changed so much. First of all, the bus driver has retired, babes. He ain't here no more. When you go to play a game of Battle Royale, you spawn in on a surfboard and you're given a random place on the map. Places like Battlewood Boulevard, Bonky Land, Classified Canyon, Olympus Oasis, and a ton more locations that you guys need to check out. And with a brand new season comes a brand new battle pass that if you have, it gives you outfits such as Kill Bill, Marty McFly, and my personal favorite, Cat Holloway. I mean, are you kidding? Look at her. Season 7 also just had some brand new gameplay mechanics added, such as a wingsuit. Good for me, because when I'm getting targeted by a group of 4 people, I can use my wingsuit to fly out of it. Also, there's brand new bosses you can defeat, except this time, once you defeat the bosses, you can be the bosses and claim their powers. I honestly thought I was invincible with this, but spoiler, I wasn't. But there is an updated loot pool with brand new weapons and unvaulted items, and my favorite part of this update is when you're knocked out, you can roll and tumble. Just don't do it much like me or you'll tumble right into the storm. And if you're a bit of a noob when it comes to combat and fighting, that's fine, loves, because this season not only can you use a self-revive device to bring yourself back, but if your team gets eliminated, you can literally throw them in the car and drive the reboot van instead of just sitting there like it's an open bird season, like me the other day. There's also new ways to get around, like using zip lines and ascenders. And don't worry, if you suck at building on Fortnite, they've added a new setting which makes building so much more easier. Like, I'm literally the Picasso in Fortnite. But if Battle Royale isn't your thing, Fortnite has a ton of different experiences in the game, such as Murder Mystery, my personal favorite, Steal the Brain Rot, and even Genesis Squid Game, and so many more. So check out Fortnite Chapter 7 now, or any of the other awesome experiences inside Fortnite. Thank you to Epic Games for sponsoring. Okay, so this is the igloo. It's $2,500. I'm just hoping it's big enough to transform into a house. I mean, it's not too bad. You know what? It does have a little bit of potential, I will say. Bigger than I thought. I've done challenges where the item was much smaller, so I can't be complaining too much. I mean, look, I can fit a bed in here. I can fit a freaking oven. I reckon we're gonna make this work. Just don't ask me how, because I haven't built in Bloxburg in like a millennia. The one annoying thing about building an igloo house is that we can't accurately like do the floor. Like, let's say we do paint the floor, right? If I'm going off the grid, it's not even gonna cover the whole freaking igloo. But then if I do cover the whole thing, then it leaks outside and it looks stupid. So for the sake of this video, we shall use basic shapes. What's like igloo vibes? I'm thinking horizontal planks. I'm gonna go for a very cabin in the woods type feel. Guys, how do I do this part here? There's like shapes and I don't like shapes because they scare me. Maybe a horizontal wedge and then we can just like flip it around. Feel like the science guy. You know what? Living in an igloo actually doesn't seem that bad at the moment. It is so hot where I live and my hay fever is being set off by literally anything. And on top of that, I have a freaking dust allergy. Like, what is that? Triple homicide? Okay, this is how you know I'm not the best builder in Bloxburg, because babe, what the hell is this? Nah, I can't. Nah, I give up. So we're just gonna do a floor that kind of technically leaks out of the igloo, like that. Oh wait, I can't do that because it looks all crisscross applesauce. All right then, well, what if we do carpet? I mean, if I was living in an igloo personally, I would want carpet instead of wooden planks, so that kind of makes sense. And about the carpet leaking into the outside worlds, we're gonna fix these up by adding some more custom ice cubes on the outside of our igloo, which I don't mind because it gives the igloo a little bit of depth. And then we're gonna cover the sides up with some wooden logs, because if I'm living in an igloo, you best believe I'm gonna have a campfire inside. And as for the back of it, do I really have to decorate the back of it? Like, no one's gonna look. As I once said, out of sight, out of mind. Okay, I've covered most of the igloo, not all of it though. So that little fat patch of carpet still leaking outside is gonna be covered by a dirt pile, which, you know what, now that I think of it, I probably should have done this from the get-go because all I have to do now is paint it the same color as the snow and then boom, no carpet leakage. See, why do I do things difficult for myself? I would love to know. Although I really love that thick entrance look. So I'm thinking, you know what we can have outside now? 2 cute little lanterns like this. It's so cute! Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel or at the end of the igloo. Sorry, that was a bad joke. Don't unsubscribe, please. And that carpet line's too harsh, so I'm gonna blend it in with some more fake snow. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I feel like we need a little chimney though on the side. And before anyone's like, you can't add fire to snow. Girl, watch me. Although I don't really know how to make fake fire. So we're gonna have a field of fairy flies instead. I mean, that's kind of cute. You know what? That's doable. So the last thing we gotta do is just decorate the outside of the igloo, make it all nice and cozy. They even added a holiday pickup truck covered in snow. Oh yeah, definitely adding that. Okay, and one final thing we're gonna do is build a miniature lake so we can have a bridge leading to the igloo. This is what happens when I postpone a challenge in Bloxburg. I end up adding random things like a bridge and a river. Okay, no more procrastinating on the interior. So I think the first thing I want to do is somewhat of a cozy little winter fireplace right at the back here. This makes me really want to celebrate Christmas in the snow. Like, what do you mean it's summer for us next week? Like, it should be winter and snowing, but no. You know what I get for Christmas instead? Hay fever and dust allergies. Okay, we've got the start of our fireplace done. Just don't ask about the back, okay? I don't want to talk about it. And then we just need to place this fireplace right here. You know what's crazy about having a small enclosed space? You literally only need one light source to light up the entire igloo. Also, I'm really vibing with this lighting. Oh, something about this lighting just does stuff to me. Okay, so we're gonna keep this fireplace. I now need to work on the essentials of this build. Because remember, the goal is to make it a livable house, which means we need a bed. Why did I just type up hose? I'm talking about beds. What? Okay, so I was gonna do a normal bed like this, but what if we do a sleeping bag instead? Because sleeping bags don't take up much room. We could always have a little tiny loft moment. The real question is, will my bed fit on top of this? Oh, barely, girl. She hanging off by one thread. One nightmare and it's over. I'm like falling off, hit my head. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to extend this and make this a little bit bigger. Okay, well, this in theory definitely does work, but it won't work if we can't actually fit underneath it. So, all right, moment of truth. Okay, I mean, we technically can walk underneath it. My head's like inside of the wall, but that's fine. It works. So now that that idea is done, we need a ladder to go up into our bed because I'm no Olympic athlete. I can't jump that high, unfortunately. And then we need just to like make this section a little bit more appealing. As a matter of fact, this sleeping bed, kind of ugly. We're gonna go back to using this one instead. You know how some people will have like pillows around their bed? I know at least one of you guys do for sure. We're basically gonna do the same concept because it is definitely freezing in this igloo. So there is no way I would live in this without a ton of pillows. You know what? We also need blankets to kind of like hang off the edge. Are you kidding me? Look how cozy that looks. I'm also giving you guys a laptop as well. I don't care if you were in the North Pole. There is no excuse. You can still watch my videos. Okay, now we need to work on the bottom section of our bedroom. And to tick off all boxes, we still need a bathroom, a kitchen, maybe a living room. So you know what? We're gonna get the hard section over with now, which is very clearly the kitchen. Oh, they've added new counters. What is this? A chemistry counter. Ooh. Nah, we're gonna add a retro counter. And then we're gonna have this commercial counter at the end. This way we can fit all of our appliances at the bottom. Wow, all the time I've been gone and Bloxburg has not added a new shade of marble. Also, don't ask me how we're getting gas or electricity in this igloo. We just are, all right? There's no science behind it. I seen someone do this really cool build hack on TikTok and I kind of want to see if it works. So they added incense sticks and they brought them a little down so you can still technically see that mist coming from the object. And then if you put a stove on top of this, it kind of looks like you're cooking something. That's the closest I will ever get to cooking in Bloxburg. Yikes, this fridge is like barely gonna fit. Okay, we might have to move around these counters a little bit and then maybe it'll work facing this way. Okay, yeah, we can manage that. Guys, I can't take this video seriously. You can literally just see me in a Santa suit outside. Why does my avatar have to be so scary? Okay, I would add another light underneath here, but it's too bright as it is and I don't want to add any more lighting. They've added more appliances. A lot of retro items I've noticed. They've added marshmallow on a stick. Oh wait, that's a pool lane rope. I'm like, ooh, marshmallow on a stick. Yummy. And our silverware and our utensils, they can go underneath here. Oh my god, look at this thing. It's so cute. I know that technically doesn't fit the kitchen aesthetic, but I don't care, we're adding it. Okay, so now that the kitchen's done, I'm gonna attempt to build somewhat of like a miniature breakfast nook. This is probably the only challenge where I actually have enough room to do this. And to give into that whole igloo aesthetic, we're gonna add stump chairs. Oh yeah, nothing screams aesthetic like termites biting my feet as I'm sitting at my dining table. So kitchen and bedroom is done. We have this like awkward little section here, and I hate awkward little sections. You know I hate awkward little sections. So I was thinking, what if we turn this into a section where we can kind of change our shoes? Unfortunately, we don't have any shoes. We just have like ballet shoes. We even have hanging ice hockey shoes. Wait, as if I can't put them on the freaking igloo. That's stupid. I'm suing. You know what? I don't care. I'm manipulating my way into adding them. Guys, why can't I add these on the top? Hello? Oh, I can't add them. BLOXBURG, why do you hate me? Fine. No hanging ballet shoes, okay? I'm just gonna go hang something else. Like a light or something. Okay, considering this is Christmas after all, a Christmas tree is mandatory. Wait, why am I gonna have ballet shoes when I can have slippers? Why would I be wearing ballet shoes in the igloo? Okay, well, these 3 sections are done. All we need now is the bathroom and the living room. Only problem is, how on earth are we gonna fit both in this little section here? You know, I can just cheat and just have an outhouse outside the igloo, but no, that would mean I failed the challenge. Okay, we must put the toilet somewhere. Where is the question? You know, I say right here, and we're gonna have those half walls that you see. You know how some people have half walls instead of regular walls? You know what? I'm gonna have an open toilet like this. It's literally just gonna be me in the igloo. Like, who cares if there's no privacy? I shall make this the coziest little toilet ever. Is there like spray for the toilet? Like, what if you go to the toilet and it like really stinks? You're gonna stink out the igloo. So for that case, we're gonna have some bathroom spray or bug spray. Like, ah yes, I've just done a poo. Let me put on some bug spray. Alright, beautiful. What a vibe. That's our bathroom, I guess. And last but not least, we need the living room. I don't know if you guys have actually seen me transform other items into houses, but I'll tell you one thing. We usually do not have enough room for a living room. So the fact that we can even make one, I am ecstatic. We're not even gonna have a living room, okay? We're gonna have one single lounge chair and just make it like super cozy. Okay, hear me out. What if I turn a dirt pile into a blanket? Oh wait, I don't need to do that. I have blankets. For some reason, I feel like I'm in Ice Age or like in the caveman days. Yeah, I feel like a caveman right now. Honestly, if I was a caveman, everyone would be jealous of my cave. They would be swearing at me, calling me ooga booga. Like, honestly, they would be frightened by my skill. Look how cozy. Okay, because we can't really fit a TV, I'm gonna take this laptop from my bedroom and place it on this chair downstairs. That way we can increase our entertainment mood bar. So technically, this igloo should increase our overall mood. Can I please fit a Christmas tree in here? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no. Definitely cannot fit a Christmas tree. Okay, what about like a little elegant one? That works. And just in case we get cold, one last thing we're gonna add in here is a coat rack. Okay, and I think we're done. I wish we could paint the inside of the igloo because, hear me out, hurricane gray. Like, look how cozy that makes this space. But unfortunately, we can't. Which means our igloo house is all complete. Okay, so let's have a look at our little intro. Did I just say intro? I meant igloo. Okay, so firstly, we have to cross over this bridge, and then this is kind of the outside. We've got a little car here. This is how we collect more snow for our igloo, or you know, crash it like I just did. And then when you walk in, this is kind of where you sit down and change your shoes, or you know, don't change your clothes at all like me. And then this over here is our kitchen. As you can see, we can basically like make anything we want in here, which is shocking because I'm not used to being able to do that. This is like the perfect place to make a hot chocolate. So you know what, let's make a hot chocolate. Oh, we've got to heat it up and we don't have a microwave. Okay, never mind. I guess we can't use everything in this kitchen. Okay, and just above the kitchen is our bedroom. You know what, low-key, this is kind of a smart idea because if you're using the kitchen, at least your bedroom's all nice and warm. And moment of truth, yes guys, the bedroom does indeed work. Now right over here is our bathroom, and this is a mugshot of me 10 years ago. Like honestly, what a cozy toilet. You get to release your bowels while observing over a warm, cozy fireplace. Unfortunately, we don't have a shower. Kind of forgot to add that. Fine, you don't need a shower, okay? You can just bathe in the sink. And then if you want to watch some TV, there you go. You can on your laptop. Oh my god, look at that. Best YouTuber ever is playing right now. So yeah, guys, that is my igloo house all completed. Yes, I've stopped playing Bloxburg for like 3 months, but my skill is still there. Driving skills, not so much. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!